My name is Victoria Tyson. I teach here at School Without Walls. Today I'm going to be teaching AP World History to 10th graders, and we're going to look specifically at the U.S.'s policy post-World War II. For totalitarianism, so we have those things going on. We ignore it for a while. There's always someone. Every class, there's somebody who you're just extremely proud of every day. I don't care if it's the worst class ever. There's someone who has made a comment that's amazing. There's someone who has, offered to help out, offered to help a classmate. So I don't really have the days when I feel like this is hard to come back to. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Ms. Tyson.
You have warm-up on the board. Today we're going to look at the new policies that the U.S. has implemented after World War II, which are significantly different than the ones after World War I. Okay? First thing to do is to look at your Marshall Plan, and you and a partner find the most important sentence in that plan, the one that seems to outline for sure what the new policy is. To help the students who are more advanced, I include the primary documents. I also ask them to find the most important sentence. So what that does is it takes the most advanced students from just analyzing and summarizing to this right here is the one statement, and that causes them to then later be prepared when I ask them to evaluate it. So what is the U.S. trying to do? They're saying their efforts is to do what?
Peace.
Okay. Do you believe that?
Yes. They want to stop, when I read it, I feel like they wanted to stop communism. It's like, you know how before it started because Europe was so bad and so the people revolted and it started a wave of communism. And this time they try to help them economically so that wouldn't happen again.
Okay. What happened after World War I? Why would okay. Treaty of Versailles ends in World War I, right? But then between World War I and World War II, there's something going on here that keeps us from getting too involved in Europe. What big economic event is going on here?
Great Depression?
Great Depression, okay. Keep that in mind. Today, when they were asked to work in groups, they're allowed to work with whomever they want to. But because I know their abilities, I go around and I ask the questions that are appropriate for the different groups. So the students who struggle a little bit more, I'll start with something that is easy as what are the dates on the documents. And so if you have the same dates, probably the policies are going to be similar. And so the questioning varies based on the group. As I've walked around, I've asked you all different questions, right? Back here, they came to the Martine and Brooke, they came up with the notion that this appears to be bribing. What do we think?
I don't see a bribe.
I don't think so.
Don't you try to get something? Yeah, they just acting like they really need help.
Get something. Sounds like begging.
Okay.
Where's the bribe?
I need people to support them so that you're not all jumping on them at the same time. Okay, you two are going to support them?
I will.
All right.
Yeah, man.
You all find evidence that this appears to be a bribe, and you all find evidence that says, no, that doesn't seem to be the case. It's just about X.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So in exchange for
They're
that,
gonna give them money for them to be on their side.
Okay, let's talk. Are we talking about $5? Let's talk about the amount of money we're talking here. Okay, you act like you're saying if I buy the large popcorn, it's not a given that I'm going to take care of dinner. Look at the amount of money you're talking about.
I ain't never tried.
When you get $400 million, are you expecting something?
Yes. I expect a lot.
Well, unless you're just a good person. Do y'all have your evidence? Okay. They're going to give evidence. Oh, you need me? Are you going to help them too? Okay. It seems like it has turned. We went from two people fighting everybody to them fighting y'all. So good luck with that. Having them be in the smaller groups and then go out in the bigger groups and then come back, that's my way of allowing the students who are struggling a little bit to hear other perspectives so that when they go back into their groups, they feel a little bit more confident.
I see the bribe in the article, but
I'm not understanding exactly what it is that they want in return.
Okay. Tell me what you see. Read something out that says, this is where I see the possible bribe. It's hard. We're gonna break it down. Let it be broken. You need help?
I do.
Okay. Over here, Chris, what's the help?
It says, if further funds or further authority should be needed for purposes indicated in this message,
I determine their learning levels by just, it sounds simple, but paying attention. What I do is I try to give them as many different types of assessments. And so I found, for example, this year that a lot of students know the content but struggle with multiple choice questions. And so we've been spending quite a bit of time on how to break them down and, looking for buzzwords and keywords. So I don't think there's any one way to find the learning level. So Adrian's saying it should be a worry if something is going on in Europe that's not ideal, right? And that we should help for a whole host of reasons, not just to be selfish, but sometimes people need help.
I think the selfish part's just kind of a bonus.
It's like sometimes you get a good feeling from doing good.
Yeah.
Okay, I buy that. Everybody have enough discussion to write a comparative thesis statement? Let's do it. Go on. You have 2 minutes to have a statement down. The biggest thing is that everyone should be prepared to go to the next level. And I believe that for some students, that means pushing them a little bit harder. That means augmenting the textbook for sure. That means allowing them to have a lot of conversation in class and dialogue so that I can see really where they are and that it's my responsibility to get them all prepared for college.